Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Um, the energy of your reading is very like moony and intuitive and watery and gauzy and magical. It's interesting to kind of get into. Um, Before I start the intuitive part of the reading, to those of you who are new to the channel, I always do an intuitive section at the beginning and then I move to the normal card reading towards the middle. So if you are not into the intuitive section or you feel like it's not really matching your energy, you can feel free to hit the timestamp down below in the description box. That will take you to the card section and you may feel that fits you a little bit better. All the songs that come through in the reading will be in the description box down below. And gender is very fluid in the tarot, so I may say he, she, or they, masculine or feminine, but just know that the energies can be reversed, the roles can be reversed. It's more about the energy of the person, the description of the person, what they're doing, rather than if I say he, she, or they. So I may say you, but just know that the roles can be reversed. So I may be talking about somebody that you're asking about as well. So Scorpio, then, what I have for you, I'll run through the things that I got through overnight first. So the first song that I got through intuitively was Nobody But You by Blake Shelton and Gwen Stephani. Yeah, I don't want to... I don't want to dream about you. I don't want to even breathe. I don't want to live without you. I just want you here next to me. So I am actually picking up on somebody, possibly a relationship where people are at a distance from each other for some people. Again, if this isn't your situation or the situation of anyone around you, just leave it and go to the cards and see what you get there. Then I could see a woman. She had olive skin. She looked quite young. She had a nice plump face, like a young face, plump in a young way. Very big lips, kind of a reddish colour, brown eyes and long straight brown hair. And I was hearing the name Winnie. So I don't know if that's relevant to anybody. It's probably just for one person. So leave it if it's not for you. Then as I was kind of waking up, I saw Lady and the Tramp, the Disney dogs, and the song Lady is a Tramp by Frank Sinatra. What is it? She don't like crap games with diamonds and pearls. That's why the lady is a tramp. So it was almost to me like, because it's not that she's a tramp in any kind of way, like whoever this is about, it's not that she's a bad person. I was getting this energy of like somebody who doesn't fit in. They don't fit in with the group. They don't play the role. They don't act fake. They're very authentic and very much themselves and very free. But because they don't kind of have that polished fake exterior, people are like, oh, they're a tramp. So it's like somebody who's possibly been judged a little bit harshly in some kind of way. So that could be for somebody or maybe not. I don't know. Then I heard an Australian accent saying usable. And it was like two people, and it's like it was like two people from two different places, and they pronounced the word usable differently. So somebody was like usable, and the other person was like usable, and the other person was like, but it's usable. So it was like there was an argument about the word usable. Yeah, that was all my intuitive stuff that I got through kind of overnight. And I did get a few things through as I'm kind of tuning into these cards here. So of these cards, these four are your cards for me in the tarot. So we've got the High Priestess, the Tower, the Judgment, and the King of Cups. I also associate the Death card with Scorpio, but I feel like that's not part of the reading right now. So that's to one side. But I'm also picking up on this very like moon-like energy of kind of like tides and things that are unseen and intuition that's coming through. You may be dealing with Pisces or Cancer as well, or have those placements. And then these cards wanted to come out. It's so funny because if I can just kind of show you what I do, I tend to have this deck that I use to kind of channel with face to face like this. Half of it is the cards that I associate with a particular sign, and half of it is just kind of the random cards that don't really fit. And I kind of have them face to face so I can find where I'm up to. And then at the end of the reading, I put the cards for, so at the end of this reading, I put the cards for Scorpio at the back. But some cards are kind of like flipped around and were not where they should be, like this, and it was these 3 cards. So I pulled them out for you, and I feel like there could be something going on with them. So you can see it's the 2 of Cups. I had that lovely 2 of Cups reading, if you want to go and check that out on my channel, that I posted yesterday. It will be 2 days ago when you get this reading, because I'm recording a day in advance. But it's like 2 people coming together, one with some sort of tangible offer, a practical plan, and one with a lot of love. So 2 people come together, could be an earth sign and a water sign, which, you know, I'd normally put you as the water sign, but you're a very, very earthy water sign. You're a very practical, grounded earth sign, especially like the masculine energy of Scorpio. Tend to be quite a little bit ruthless sometimes, quite business orientated. Scorpios in general tend to really want to have that like stability, like house and home, happy, secure family life, you know, feeling grounded. So you know, feeling comfortable in kind of like material way as well. So either one could be your energy, they could both be your energy, but it's like 2 people coming together. So I am getting this thing about like 2 people at some sort of distance. Now, the first thing that I was kind of getting when I was looking at this and kind of picking up on this little storyline is that there's this scorpionic energy, which is like, sorry, I'm saying like a lot, and it's annoying me, so I'm sorry if it's annoying you as well. Scorpio is sat here on their throne, very intuitive, almost like, I'm saying it again, sorry, almost as though you've got your ear to the ground and you're listening for the drum beat. It's like you can sense something coming, you can feel a change in the air, you can feel a change in the wind. So it's almost like it's not even tangible. Nobody else around you has noticed it or had noticed it if this is something that's recently happened. So some kind of change, and you're aware of it, you can sense it. It's like people are acting differently, something's going on. Scorpio knows that this change is coming. So here's you with this moon energy, sensing, almost like hearing the wolves calling, or picking some vibration up in the air. And then it's like the Tower hits. Now, interestingly enough, before I took the Death card away, where's it gone? I've hidden it from myself. 1 second. So I did have the Death card sort of around here, and you can see it's actually got 2 towers on the back, which is what prompted me to get this moon card. So it's like the moon signifies sometimes secrets or fears, things that are hidden, the unseen. And then you can see on the back of this card here, the sun is kind of rising behind these 2 pillars. Now, I'm not really feeling the energy of that card. I'm feeling as though something's coming to light, and it's going to be quite a shock to everybody. It's going to be there's going to be a bit of chaos when this thing comes to light. You know, everybody's going to be like scrambling when this thing is revealed or this thing hits, but you've got like a heads up, you know it's coming. So to put this in a kind of 3D grounded way, it could be that you're in a work situation where there's going to be some kind of reshuffle, but you can tell, you've noticed the people going to the meetings, you've noticed that you've read their expressions on the faces, and you kind of know what's coming. So it could be that you've already started sending out CVs to other places, or you know, you've already had a word with your boss where you said, look, I'm interested in these positions, should anything change. So you've kind of preempted this. So when it hits, when the news breaks and everybody is told of what's happening, you're kind of sat there in the chaos with a grin on your face going, well, I know I'm good. I knew this would happen. And just kind of watching everybody else's reaction. So that's one thing that I'm getting for somebody. You could apply that as well to different scenarios. You know, something going on in the family. Maybe somebody's, I don't know, maybe somebody in the family is getting a divorce, but you kind of saw the warning signs. You kind of knew it was wrapping up. You sensed it. You caught somebody looking at houses on the phone. So when they tell the whole family, you're like, yeah, I know. I saw that. I saw it coming. So it can apply to a lot of different situations. So then there's this clearing of the air with the Judgment card here. This is rebirth energy. So something kind of ending, something wrapping up. I feel like it's not as strong as the Death card, which is why I've took it away. But it's like something changing, something wrapping up. But when it comes to light, it clears the air, and it allows people to kind of a bit more freedom to move. It's almost as though you've had a lot of clutter in your house, and you need to downsize, so you have to get rid of all the clutter, and then it's actually you don't have to move at all, but you've already got rid of the clutter and everything just feels so much more spacious and breathy. It's like having room to breathe after this in some sort of way, because there's been some sort of clear out. The Tower and the Death card do come along to kind of clear things out that aren't working anymore. And then here you are at the finish line with this King of Cups energy. I'm going to kind of come back to this in a minute, but it's almost like, you know, I'm good now, I'm fine. Like I can open up about my feelings now that the air's cleared. So I've forgotten what I was going to say. All right, I just consulted my notes. So two little things that I forgot to mention. So I've got this little baby Yoda here, and it's almost like if you know Yoda, most people know something of Yoda. He's very, very intuitive. It's baby. People call him Baby Yoda. It's Grogu, right? Sorry if you've not watched it yet, and I've just spoiled his name. But he kind of does that little thing where he puts his hand out because he's sensing the energies. I feel like that's kind of your energy at the moment. It's very, very, I'm going to call him Baby Yoda. It's very Baby Yoda like, where you kind of like sensing the emotions, sensing the mood of the room, you know, almost like seeing beyond the 3D veil. You know, like almost like you're looking at an ocean and it looks really still and calm, but you can sense those riptides underneath. You know that there's going to be a big storm. The other thing I had was kind of like, some of you have actually almost masterminded this, almost kind of pulled the strings to make this happen. It's like you're there behind the scenes whispering in people's ears, and then when it all comes to light, you kind of sat there like, ha ha ha, this is my plan all along. Because I was seeing Regina George. I can't remember the name of the film now. Mean Girls. She kind of she causes a lot of trouble at the end, and there's a scene where she's kind of stood at the top of this staircase and everybody's fighting around her. There's paper flying, and she's just stood there with her arms folded, like, ha, my plan worked. So I'm getting that kind of energy from you as well. If it's not you, it's somebody around you, so watch out for them. You probably have an idea that they're doing this already with that strong intuition of yours. Then I'm kind of getting this energy of like waiting at the finish line laughing. So it's almost as though everybody's done an obstacle course, but you knew where the shortcut was. And you kind of, it's almost like you could have told everybody. You could have told everybody that there was this shortcut. You could have said, look, you just have to go around that tree there and there's like a path. But you kind of let everybody go the hard way. And you kind of stood there at the finish line laughing and saying, haha, you know, I could have told you, but it was more fun watching you all struggle. So again, that's something for somebody. The songs that came through for you, you got Chew on My Heart by James Bay. So I am getting this energy of kind of like this other storyline of these two people who are kind of at a distance from each other. It's almost as though these two wolves are howling at the same moon. It can signify two people at a distance, two people from different towers, if you like. So it could be almost these two energies sort of howling to each other, but I'll have to swap them around because the feminine's on this side. But again, doesn't matter which way around to you. To me, it's just the way I'm reading the energies. So it's almost like I've got Anubis rather than Hades. Now, Hades, again, is one of my favourite gods from Greek mythology. But I always feel like people were scared of him. People would actually not even say his name because they were scared of invoking death. So he's kind of a bit more of a scary representation on this card, where I actually see him, you know, especially Dispater, some of the cultures, like the subcultures of that classical time, saw him as almost very philanthropic or compassionate. So, you know, it's almost like people can be seen in different lights. You know, your actions could be viewed differently by different people. But it just felt like this Anubis card was almost more reflective of what I was feeling for your energy today. It's kind of like protection, guardian spirit. Your energy is Plutonic. Again, Hades was known as Pluto in Rome. So Plutonic energy, it has this element of kind of abundance, wealth, control, being in some kind of like position of authority. So I'm getting there's this one energy that's sat over here, who's in a fixed place. He can't just come and go. He's got work to do. He's got to kind of stay where he is. He's got responsibilities. So he wants this other, I'm saying he and she again, swap it if necessary. this more feminine energy, which is this kind of Persephone, high priestess, intuitive, gentle. People say that she's quite mute, the high priestess. She kind of keeps things to herself. Very watery, feminine energy over here. Persephone comes and goes. She, this is why the pomegranates are here on the high priestess card, because Persephone she spent some time in the underworld with Hades, and then some time in the overworld with her mother. So there's this energy of like coming and going. So I don't know if somebody travels for work. I think you get this quite often. But then this energy here is like sat here. And it's like, well, when are you coming back? When are you coming to me? And the energy that I'm getting, again, of this kind of like stood at the finish line. It's so funny because I've literally made the note, waiting at the finish line, laughing. And then the first line on that True on My Heart song is, take your time, I'll be right here. And I was like, yes, that's kind of what I'm picking up on. Take your time, I'll be right here. I know I'm the best you're going to get, right? I know that I know my value. I know my worth. You can go and date if you want, go and date other people, but you're going to come back to me because I'm the one who loves you the best. So there's a line that says, I know no one could ever love me better, but I was getting it as you better. I know that nobody could love you better, Persephone. You're going to come back to me. You're not going to be gone for long. But then it's kind of a change. I feel like as time has gone on, the confidence of this person is starting to, there's cracks appearing in this person's confidence. It's driving them a little bit mad, thinking, again, this fears and madness, symbolized by the moon. It's like, what is this person doing though? Why is it taking so long? When are they going to come back to me? Like, what are they doing when I'm not there, when I'm not watching? Because it's like, I can't sleep, I'm burning up in my mind, I'm on fire, loss of control, I'm spiraling. And literally, as I was getting the decks out, I was kind of like grabbing the wrong deck instead of the Tarot del Nuit, and as I realized, I heard pay attention. So it's like somebody's getting impatient. Pay attention. So up here you've got the daughter spirit, and this bushfire's fury is like, I want victory as well. It's like, I want success now, I want the victory. I just heard you're mine. It's like, you're mine, stop messing around now, like, come back to me. It's getting impatient. Yeah, I was laughing because it was like this person was so confident at the beginning and so chill. They were like, of course, you go, you do whatever you want. I know you'll be back. I know she'll be back. But then it's like, why isn't she back yet? So the energy completely changes. So I don't know if this is you or somebody that you're connecting with. But if it's you, you don't have anything to worry about. You don't have anything to worry about, because the next song that played for you was Marilyn Monroe, My Heart Belongs to Daddy. So I'm going to sing it because I can't resist, because I love parodying it. But it's, while tearing off a game of golf, I may make a play for the caddy, but when I do, I don't follow through, 'cause my heart belongs to daddy. So we're talking sugar daddy here. Obviously, I'm not talking about inappropriate age-related relationships, but it's kind of that. It's like, I know, I see your words, Scorpio. I see you sat there. Like, don't worry. Yeah, my heart belongs to you. Don't worry about, if I flirt a bit here and there. It's like, I'm coming back. My heart belongs to you, daddy. So, just once again, to really, really emphasize, I'm talking about consenting adult relationships, sugar daddy, if you want to put it that way. So King of Cups, Tower and Temperance. Yeah, so as I was kind of listening to that song, those three cards, King of Cups, Tower and Temperance, were showing from this. So again, King of Cups sat here, that's Scorpionic energy of being like, I have a huge amount of love to give, where are you? Temperance, the need for this person to be patient, to balance out their emotions and the passions. They are showing with that fury there. I don't know if this is you or somebody you're connecting with. And the Tower moment is like, maybe this person can't hold it in any longer. Maybe this person's going to erupt. It's almost like a volcano, right, with all that fire coming up. And I heard, I don't like to be kept waiting. I don't like to be kept waiting. It's like, time is money, my friend. So yeah, I don't know. It could be a romantic relationship, but it could be some kind of like, a work offer, and this person's like, yeah, but let me wrap up a few things. And this person's like, look, come on, Come on, stop messing around now. Stop keeping me waiting. I don't know if this person's keeping this person waiting on purpose or if they're just a little bit more laid back. I don't know. It's a fun reading though. I'm interested to see what we get when we start to pull cards. Let's get you a song on camera. All right, interesting that the song that's already playing here is "Look What You Made Me Do" by Taylor Swift. I am kind of getting that energy with that tower. It's like, look what you made me do. Like, you kept me waiting so long that I lost my temper. Look what you made me do, which I don't actually like. I don't like people blaming other people for things. It's like, you know, Scorpio or whoever Scorpio is dealing with, if you lose your temper, it's your own fault. You know, you need to learn to be more temperate. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. So yeah, don't blame other people for, you know, look what you made me do. No, you have autonomy. Nobody made you do anything. Right, so me getting my bristles up there. Scorpio then. Scorpio. Song for your reading then today. No way. Did you hear? I almost said Taylor Parks because it was Taylor Swift. And I went to say Taylor Parks and I stopped and corrected myself just in time. For me, it's not easy. Oh, gosh, yes, the song. Okay, so you've got, I'd give my right arm and my last. You wouldn't give me half of that in return. That's too bad. You party on, you live your life while I pretend that I'm all right. I'm okay, I'm all right. I thought that we would both regret all the stupid we said and laugh it off as we go back to bed. Thought there'd be a late night text asking me where I've been at. This should be harder for you, but baby, instead you make it look easy. Way too damn easy. Oh, like you don't even have to try. I mean, definitely go and listen to this song because it's such a beautiful song. She's an incredible singer. I always try and sing the songs and I just can't. Like, my voice does not do what her voice does. You make it look easy, baby, just teach me. Oh, how do you get to sleep every night? Because for me it's not easy. No. Did something click off in your brain to help you not think of my name? Wish I could say the same. I tried to go out to a bar, and as soon as I stepped out of my car, I left just as fast as I came. I thought I'd run into your friends and ask them how you've really been, and they would say that you haven't been the same. But baby, look at you right now, tearing up the whole downtown, while I'm here wrapped up in all my pain. You make it look easy, way too damn easy, like you don't even have to try. I love that song so much. It's such a beautiful song. But yeah, it's the pain of separation. So whether this is, you were dealing with somebody that you've been in a relationship with and it's broken down, or, you know, you felt like a relationship was going somewhere and it didn't. And it's what exactly, it ties in so well to what I was picking up on intuitively, this kind of feeling like you're going crazy, thinking about what that other person could be doing, wondering why, when you felt such a strong connection, that they either ghosted you or just went quiet, and you thought, well, where did that go? And feeling like, you know, seeing that person maybe on social media laughing and joking. You know, it's easy to put on a fake mask. It's easy to put on a front on social media to act like you're fine when you're not. You know, it doesn't really mean anything, does it? So this person could really be struggling underneath and just keeping it secret. Again, really picking up on that moon energy and that secretive energy here. So I don't know who you are. I'm kind of getting both people almost are in a similar situation where you're probably being kept apart for reasons beyond your control, possibly. I'm seeing the masculine energy as the energy that's going, so however you identify, but the masculine energy, the yang energy, is the one that's going crazy, sat waiting, wondering what the feminine energy is doing. And the feminine energy is saying, yeah, look, I'm going out partying, but you have my heart. Like, it's you that I care about. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I hope that's somewhat reassuring. I'm going to just quickly shuffle these decks, and then we'll start to pull your cards. Okay, so card time. Let's find out what the cards have to say for Scorpio energy. Is it going to be? I thought it was. I thought it was all tied up again. I keep seeing that card, but it's Angel of Balance. So yeah, I guess the separation means that people have to learn to be more balanced, learn to be more temperate, learn to control their passions, especially if it's that kind of fiery, hot-headed energy. The garden and the gate. Yeah, somebody, lockdown, right? Garden and the gate card again. Somebody's stuck at home, not being able to move, not being able to go out and travel. Yeah, it's like you're both stuck in two different places. You know, maybe maybe one of you travelled to see family and then lockdown happened and it was like, well, I can't come back now, I can't fly back, I can't take the train, I have to stay here. But yeah, I am picking up separation, especially with this card. So the Garden in the Gate talks about, are you going to stay where you are, where you're comfy, or are you going to go out and explore? I feel like possibly I need to get another card. Let's just give it a chance. Do you want another card to come out? You thought about it. That looked like the Angel of Balance again. Anything else you want to say for Scorpionic energy? I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'm hearing split the deck, so I will, and we'll see what's on the bottom. The World. There you go. Yeah, probably at a distance from each other. Possibly keeping into contact using the web, right? World Wide Web. Using the internet. I've really seen Google. Maybe keeping an eye on each other, keeping an eye on each other's social media. Yeah, but really being at a distance from each other. It's almost like looking, again, that feeling of like looking at the same moon almost. Obviously, they're looking at the world there, but what are they giving me? Hang on, they give me a song. Okay, the song that I was getting was Valerie by Amy Winehouse or the Zootons. So, well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things that you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. See, exactly the same thing. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. And won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me? That's the energy. Stop making a fool out of me. Come on over. I want my victory here, Valerie. Valerie. Valerie, are you busy? Did you change the colour of your hair? Did you paint that fine? Valerie, come on over. That is really like the energy that I'm picking up on here. So funny that fits in so well. All right, I'm going to read those two cards to you. 30. The Garden and the Gate. Abundant prosperity, staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colourful flowers all around her. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked, while a girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for a financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. But be aware, the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or a fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. So there you go. That's what's outside your gate then. Let's just grab that card. Yeah, somebody may need to take action. So that's what's outside the gate, the whole world. They're giving me, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. I used to sing that at school. And I just dropped my leaflet there. So somebody's dropped the world. Oh, now they're giving me, it's like drop the world. Somebody had the whole world in their hands and they dropped it. The Man Who Sold the World by David Bowie or Nirvana. I love the Nirvana cover. So it's like I feel like the masculine energy had this person right in their hands, and they dropped this. They dropped the ball on this one, on this relationship, and it's like that person went out of the gate. And it's like, well, they're not under my control anymore. What do I do? What are they doing? And it came from a place where at first it was this confident, they'll be back. They know I'm the best. So, oh my God, what are they doing? Like, why aren't they back now? So funny, he's got the whole world in his hands. So it's like somebody who means the world to somebody. Again, switch it around, the roles around. It's crazy as well that those numbers are consecutive, 30, 29. It's like there's a countdown. It's like time is running out in a situation. Or, maybe somebody's giving someone an ultimatum and it's approaching the deadline and they're like, are they going to come back? Are they going to come back to me? I thought they'd be here by now. It's like somebody could have gone for money, career, and not valued a person in their life. And now that person's left. It's like they realise what they've lost now. It's not in their hands anymore. It's like out of their control. So the world, expansion, opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. So somebody might just have to, if they're trapped, like it's locked down and they're trapped, they may need to like just expand the reach on the internet, you know, reach out to more people, make more connections. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. So if you have the world in your hands, or the opportunity to have the world in your hands, don't waste it. Don't miss the opportunity. I just put this down onto the Hades card and heard the word wealth. Hades was associated with wealth, so there's an opportunity for a lot of wealth, possibly. Could be you could be applying for a job on the internet, broadening your horizons. This is broadening your horizons. This is broadening your horizons, like extending your scope outwards. This is very businessy like talk, which isn't natural to me. So it's definitely somebody that either you or somebody you connected with. The cave, protection. So this is the thing again. Like, I'm just going to put this here. So the cave, protection, Anubis, protection. So again, women can be in masculine energy. I've been showing up as the emperor in my own readings. Interesting action, and the man holding a heart underneath there. So there could be somebody wanting to come in with some kind of romantic proposal, possibly. This is kind of like, this is the nest then. Cave, protection, the nest, staying where you're safe, or going out and exploring the world. They're giving me a sad song by Madonna. It goes, little girl, don't you forget the past. Keep them alive inside. When you were the one who felt all the pain. I've probably mangled up the lines there. Do you see me cry when I stumble and fall? Do you hear my voice in the night when I call? Wipe away all your tears. It's going to be okay. Somebody could actually be looking after a child with the egg and the little girl. Will she see me cry when I stumble and fall? Will she hear my voice in the night when I call? Wipe away all your tears. It's going to be alright. Can't kiss her goodbye, but I promise to try. Somebody could have lost somebody. I promise to try, but it feels like a lie. That's sad. I've not thought of that song for so long. Scorpio, you're not going to make me cry, are you? Can't. I've got a reputation to uphold for being a cold-hearted Queen of Swords Libran. I can't be crying. Okay, anything else then? They're telling me message at the end, so that's going to be, if I remember to do it, the message at the end of the reading. Okay. Tell me about the cave. Tell me about the cave, protection. So somebody's coming out of this though. The four of swords in this way up is like the need to heal from something. They need to take time out to kind of heal, to rest, to recuperate, to think things through, feeling a bit vulnerable, feeling a bit damaged. Also, really look at this. Like literally, you can't make up these kinds of signs and synchronicities. Crossed arms. He's crossed his arms over his chest. Crossed arms over her chest. Crossed arms over her chest. So there's something protective here. I heard somebody could have had breast surgery, like breast, like had a lump removed or something for somebody. For others of you, the main message that I'm getting is that somebody's protecting their heart space. Something's hurt them and they're protecting their heart space. So they're wrapping their arms around themselves, doing that self-care, right? Doing that healing. But in the reverse, it's either that somebody needs to do this, they need more time, but more likely somebody has done the healing. They've done that. They've spent that time doing the healing and they're ready to come out of it now. So that is kind of, yeah, that fits really well actually. They've done the healing work. They've been in that cave. They rested. They recuperated. They're coming out of it. They're kind of getting back on the feet and they're ready to go out and explore now. So it could be like a heartbreak. Somebody's heart got broken and now they're starting to see that there's options there. you know, it's a big world. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile, girl. So yeah, it's definitely this question of, well, I feel safe here. I'm protected here in this cave. Could be like family, you know, a partner. I'm protected. I feel safe here. I'm secure. I can come back to this cave and do that healing work. But I don't want to be codependent almost, or I don't want to be mollycoddled. They're giving me overprotected by Britney Spears. I need to go out. I need to get out and explore. I need to grow. And my heart just thumped. I need to go and grow and explore and make mistakes so that I can learn and be wiser. All right, let's keep going then. I've just made a note of the songs there. The garden and the gate, the star. Yeah, somebody's got a dream, a wish. You need to move. You can't expect a star to come to you. You can't sit there in your garden, in your house, in your bed, wishing and dreaming for things, but never getting up and moving. You've got to co-create with the universe. You've got to move to make your dreams and wishes happen. So it's like having a goal, having an ambition, having something that you want or hope for. Again, the star comes with a feeling of healing. It's associated with healing energy. It's almost like keeping hopes alive. It's like maybe I'm almost getting that somebody, excuse my rumbly tummy there, somebody, because there's heartbreak here or healing, there's pain that somebody's been healing from. So the only way that you can get through that, the only thing that gets you back on your feet is a sense of either obligation to others or hope that there's something out there, some things can get better, that you can heal, that you can have happiness again. So yeah, noticing as well, they're both children on these cards. So childhood dreams, childhood wishes, healing childhood wounds, something in the past that hurt you, to do with family, possibly something that hurt you, excuse me, when you were a child. Tell me about the world, please. Why is the world card here for Scorpio? Secrets. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Do you remember what I was saying about the Tower card and the Moon card? The Moon card can be secrets or fears or things that are hidden, not being able to see clearly. And then I was saying on this Death card, when something ends, it's like the sun rises behind these two pillars. So it's like with the sun comes clarity, with the sun comes freedom, expansion. It's the most positive card in the deck. It's the happiest card. It's seeing things really clearly, feeling confident, feeling happy again. So, you know, I feel like, you know, you have to move out of the past in order to be happy again, to have your dreams and wishes fulfilled. You've got two of the highest vibrational major arcana here, the star and the sun. You know, the sun and the star are the same thing. Interesting I said that, because the star's Aquarian energy, the sun's Leo energy. So I don't know if somebody has both those placements. But, you know, maybe it's like, maybe a Scorpio sun sign and like Aquarius, I don't know, maybe you've got like Leo ascendant or I'm getting myself all mixed up, or Aquarius moon or something like that. So like the star, the sun and the world, it's like planetary. It's like, it's so big, it's so expansive. It's like you had the world in your hands, but now you've got the universe at your fingertips. Five of Cups. Don't miss out though. Don't miss the opportunity. It's like you've missed it once, so don't miss the opportunity again when it comes back around. When the ship comes back, you know, get on board. Okay, tell me more about protection, please. Oh, I told you somebody's protecting the heart space, but it's like someone's protecting, again, like I've just sort of seen the imagery of like the crossed arms, but also the kind of like, it's almost like the two swans are like the same. They're like the two arms crossed over the chest. It's like a similar imagery. Yeah, somebody's protecting the heart space. Like somebody's protecting their ability to love, protecting somebody that they love. Yeah, somebody's protecting someone that they love or a connection. But then also this sense of healing a soulmate connection. Protecting a child. Protecting somebody who's childlike and innocent. Somebody who, because this is innocence to me as well. You can see, it always talks to me, this card, about somebody who's been accused of something, but they're innocent. They're giving me, aha, not guilty, from Chicago. The cell block tango, there's one girl who's not guilty, she's innocent. And she's, I'm sorry to spoil it for you if you haven't watched it already, but she's the one girl that is ultimately hung. The other girls who are guilty of murder got away with it. So, but this is like redemption. This is being cleared of any wrongdoing. So I'm getting that somebody cares a lot about somebody, and they're almost protecting their innocence, or protecting them because they are innocent, or protecting innocence. Like, it's like, you know, this person wants to go out and explore, but it's like, well, you're going to meet things, you're going to meet wolves out there, you're going to meet like bad things out there, so, and you're going to not be as sweet as you are now. You're going to get jaded, you're going to grow up, and you're going to lose that kind of sweetness. So tell me about the star then. What's the star here for? Why is the star here? The sun. The sun in the Lenormand deck is slightly different to the sun in the tarot deck, but again, it's this sense of clarity, or it's kind of like a power up. It's a boost. So it's almost, it kind of gives more strength to the cards that are around it. So it's giving more strength to this star. It's giving more strength to this wish. It's giving it like a battery pack. It's 31 as well. Look, 31, 30, 29. So why is the sun here though? Why is the sun from the tarot here? Oh, it's a bit of a secret here. Whip. $11 as well. The 11 card symbolizes two people coming together. 2 and 9 again makes 11. You've got 11, 11, guys. Got 11, 11. 11, 2 and 9 makes 11, 11, 11. I'm going to have to pull a clarifier on that whip. Could be somebody's really, really kinky. I mean, Scorpio, you're probably one of the kinkiest signs. I don't know what you're up to. But this is the romantic woman. This is like Queen of Cups energy. Like heart wide open. It's, you know, there's feelings there, but it could be somebody can't. It's almost like somebody's being beaten up by their own feelings, or whipping themselves for their own feelings. It's all like maybe somebody felt guilty, or somebody's being punished for having feelings. Wearing a mask to protect the heart space, wearing a mask to protect. So the meaning of this card, you can look it up if you have this deck. The mask card here, you can see on one side there's they're telling me gates of Janus as well, like looking to the future and looking back to the past. But you can see the moon is on this side and the sun is on this side on the cheeks. I'll just bring it closer so you can really see that. Right? So what they say about this card is anything to the right of it talks about secrets, things that are hidden, fears, things that the moon card would normally represent. The face that's facing to the left with the sun on it shines a light. It brings clarity to the situation that's to the left. So the light that's being shone, this kind of somebody being shown to be innocent, is because something to do with somebody getting beating themselves up, or being punished for the feelings. And that's the light that's shining on the situation. But it's 11:11. Right, okay. Scorpio, what is this? So why is the heart being protected? Toil and labour. So could be that somebody's heart is being protected by protected from hard work, or, you know, the toil that can take, you know, take its toll on your heart. Like labor as well, though, like if it is pregnancy for somebody, something to do with pregnancy, somebody could be pregnant and it's causing issues with the heart, so they're having to rest, they're being protected, they're having to rest. Or it's just somebody's being protected. It's like, I don't want you to go out and have to work hard. I don't want you to get like worn down by life. I want to keep you safe and protected. I want to keep you literally keep you sweet, right? So why is this star getting this boost here? Why is the star getting this? Why is this wish being energized? Again, it's secretive. Why is so many secrets? Because somebody's being secretive because they're scared of getting punished for the feelings. False person. So somebody's not revealing the wishes, they're keeping the wishes secret, they're keeping very, very guarded. So whether it's somebody guarding their own heart space, or someone else protecting somebody else's emotions. Could be like two people who met at work, there's a work situation. My heart is like pounding. But they're wearing this mask, not for a bad reason, but because they're scared of being punished for having feelings. This isn't sex. This isn't the sexy woman. This is all heart. This is all feelings, all emotions, all love. Well, she's looking at this punishment, right? So tell me about the whip. Okay. Community. Distant horizons and change. So, community whip. It's almost like, I don't know, giving me Monopoly for some reason. It's like scared of being judged by the community, scared of being punished by the community, you know, society, scared of being punished by society for having feelings, for having dreams and wishes, whatever they may be. 11 again, is it? No, it's 12. And then you've got distant horizons, so it feels like she's like looking off at the horizon. It's like, again, looking off at this horizon, it's like this dream. This gives me a sense of fantasy, dreams, wishes, things that feel like they're up in the air, things that feel like, you know, when pigs might fly kind of thing. You know, is this dream ever going to happen? It feels like it's so far away, but there is a change. Maybe somebody wants to change house, change address, change workplace. Both these cards symbolize movement. Air travel, cars. I really feel like somebody's at a distance. It's like these two people are across water from each other, right? Looking at the same moon, looking at the same stars, looking at the same sky. Roses wilting. But then there's this protection because there's this judgment of the community, there's punishment by the community. Give me another Madonna song. They're giving me Forbidden Love, Forbidden Love, Forbidden Love. Rejection's the greatest aphrodisiac. I'm gonna have to look up that song. Okay, love without guilt, love without doubt, rejection. I don't care if it's not right to have your arms around me. I want to feel like what it's like. Take all of you inside me, Madonna. In your eyes, forbidden love. In your smile, forbidden love. In your kiss, forbidden love. If I had one wish, love would feel like this. If I only had one wish, love would always feel like this. Wishing on the stars above, forbidden love. If I only had one dream, this would be more than it seems. Love should always feel like this. Heaven forgive me, never forbid me. Okay. Scorpio. Right, okay, let's keep going then. Why is toil and labour here then? Tell me why toil and labour is here with this protection. Justice. So this could be the divine coming in. This could be like karma coming in, saying, you know, we're going to lend a helping hand if everybody's been acting in high vibration. There could be some kind of contract involved, work contract. There could be some kind of court situation involved, which means that two people have to stay apart. It does tend to mean, like with the whip and stuff, there is this kind of like law element to it. They keep saying law and order, so I don't know if someone's been watching that TV show. Maybe somebody works in law enforcement. Justice. But it's like, I was getting these readings a few days ago where it's people's soul was being judged, and you've got Anubis here, right, who leads people to the judgment, like the judgment day. And your soul's weighed against a white feather, and if your soul is as light as a feather, then you can like go on to like the nice afterlife. So are you noticing the white feathers of the swans as well? So it doesn't really matter what the community thinks and what the community judges you. If you are spiritual, if you believe in God, or, you know, having the lightness of soul, if you can say that I've acted in good faith, I've acted in the highest honor that I possibly could. And to me, like God, like the concept of God is universal love, universal protection. Like, do you want to follow a God that's vengeful and spiteful? No, you want to follow the God that says, you know, he without sin cast the first stone. And, you know, don't, you know, what is it? Judge, don't tell someone they've got a splinter in the eye if you've got a, what is it, a plank in yours, something like that. I don't know. So it's like, yeah, people, something about judgment of others. The only thing that matters at the end of the day is your soul, and whether you've done right by your own soul, right? So tell me about false person with the star. False person with the star. The world. So there is something closing out. I do feel like there could be some like divine justice coming in, some divine karma playing out. But the world is completion. It's like you've learned all the lessons, and maybe this is referring to this garden and the gate as well. It's like where you are, you've learned all the lessons. Your soul can't grow in the garden. You've reached the glass ceiling of like everything that can be learned in the garden. Maybe it's like Garden of Eden as well. You know, like being cast out into the Garden of Eden, but then you learn and grow and develop. After the world comes the fool. There's like a, you know, once you complete a cycle of learning, again, Persephone is here talking about cycles. You go on to the next thing, you know, to the next level to learn more things. But again, it's this very green guardian protection energy. I don't know if you are dealing with somebody who's an earth sign, or if you have earth sign placement. Community there as well. I was just sort of asking, I was thinking about the world card and the community, 3 of Cups, which is again like a community, soulmate connections. So maybe you want to move away from a community of people who feel like they punish you for who you are, and you want to move towards a community of people who accept you for who you are. But they are very judgy, the ladies on this deck. Bit gossipy, I always think. So, tell me about the sun. Tell me about the sun. Why is the sun here? It's like, you know, if you are in some kind of court situation, you know, you're going to be found innocent, or somebody is. The moon. Oh, the sun and the moon. They're giving me, I am the sun and the air. I'm human and I need to be loved just like everybody else does. And there's the wolves, right? The wolves hiding out there, waiting for this girl to step out of the garden. Again, fear of the unknown. Why is the moon here? Some kind of, again, community celebration, some kind of community event. Some kind of party that somebody could be going to. Celebrating milestones. Why is the whip here? Oh, ow. The whip, whatever the whip is, that situation's ending. That situation's ending. It's the punishment has been delivered. It's done, it's over. What comes after the 10 of Swords? secrets, more healing, and the cycle repeats again. Somebody has to say the truth, I think, until everybody's being honest here. Again, this eagle, symbolizing truth and justice. Until everybody's honest in this situation, I feel like a cycle's going to keep repeating. Yeah, people have to be truthful about their emotions. Okay, at least to themselves, at least be honest with yourself about your emotions, even if you're not honest with anybody else. What did I say I was going to do? Advice card. Okay. What's the best advice you have for the people coming to this reading today? The best advice you have, please, for the people coming to this reading? The best advice, my heart just flipped again. What's the best advice you have, please, for the people coming to this reading today? What's going to happen in this situation? Just to say you had blue moon, believing the impossible in the underlying earlier. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Yeah, saying somebody could have Cancer placement or be dealing with a Cancerian. That very watery moon energy, which is all over your reading. Full moon and full moon as well. Full moons do talk about completion, right? A personal issue reaches resolution. Something's completing here. Okay. Oh, my knees are hurting. I'm definitely going to have to get up and stretch in a minute. Okay. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So Scorpio and Cancer, that's two water signs as well. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. Tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. And you are doing, right? It's why you're being secretive. Yeah, because it's like these two cards that symbol community. It's like you don't want to upset people in your community as you move towards your goals and your dreams. So you kind of being a little bit secretive, treading carefully. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests that both a domestic matter or a private issue will soon come to a head. So if you've been dealing with like courts as well, it sounds like it is going to wrap up soon. And it's a great time to move house. Right? That's what I was saying there. Great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. Attuned to the moon, it may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. Additional meanings for this card: meditate to soothe heightened emotions, don't be clingy, stop sulking, and have you had enough family time lately? The teaching: the heightened emotions of the moon Cancer combination can't be ignored. However, Cancer is one of the moon's two home signs, along with Taurus. So astrologically speaking, the moon likes to be in Taurus. So astrologically speaking, the moon loves to be in this sign. In fact, she rules Cancer. This means that with this card, there is a sense of all is as it should be, or don't worry, all will soon be well. Okay. Right, I hope that was helpful to you. Interesting reading there. Very interesting reading. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of kindness, protection, guardianship. Just don't be too... If you're the person doing that guarding, Scorpio, you need to not punish people for the feelings, if that's you. Don't punish people for the feelings. You can't help the way you feel about situations. But also give people a little bit of freedom to explore. A little bit of freedom, loosen the reins a little bit. You don't have to keep people quite so close, quite so guarded, quite so protected, because that's not healthy for them. If you love someone, you need to let them grow. So you do have to kind of let people have a little bit of free rein in order to experience the world for themselves and learn the lessons for themselves. And that's really difficult as well, especially if you are a parent. You know, when my daughter started high school and she started walking to school on her own and things like this, I was thinking of all the terrible things that could go wrong, and I was like, I was so worried. And you do, as your kids get older, you want to mother them, you want to keep them under your wing, you want to protect them, you want to keep them safe, because you know, right, you know all the dangers that are out there. But you know, at the end of the day, they're on their own soul journey, they're on their own life path, and they have to learn about the world in their own way. And we can give them all the advice, but if you put up too high fences, they are just going to try and rebel from that. You know, you don't want to push people away by being too clingy. I guess that's for somebody. All right, do take care. I hope that was helpful to you. I'm sorry if I gave you a bit of a hard time in there. I don't know if it's you or the person you're dealing with. But yeah, best of luck. Bye.